audio is not.
In the beginning was there.
Has anybody joined? Zero views? Get your laptop here. Get your laptop here. Okay. Okay. So, good to get started. Where we will be setting up the system step by step live for you. Let me have a look at it, where we are. Okay, so this is the account where we start setting things up. Yeah, cool. So if you have a sub account from a different agency, you will have to ask them to activate or switch AI for you. If you are yourself an agency, you will have to uh, switch to the agency view. We are in the agency view. Go to settings. Not here. We click on the AI suite, the sub accounts that are eligible for the promotion. Let us find out which ones. Savan Kumar. Okay. So agent growth system, Savan Kumar, agent growth system, enable free AI agents is what we do for all the sub accounts that are go, or for a few ones. Activate free AI for 32 sub accounts. Should we? Not really. I'll do it for one of the accounts. No. I want 60 days free. No thanks. I don't want 60 days free. Okay. But you know what? What they are going to do is if we don't cancel it on time, they are gonna charge us after 60 days. So I'll not activate it for now, and I'll show you how to do what to do. So I go to the sub account where I have the AI employee activated already with pay as you go. So only if I use it, I get charged for it. I would start with voice AI. So let's go to AI agents. Now, right here, you have so many different options. Getting started, voice AI, conversation AI, knowledge base, agent templates, content AI, and agent logs. Starting with voice AI. We configure the greeting message for inbound and outbound calls and the wait time before it speaks. Attach a knowledge base. Do you see my screen? Yeah. So here we have the options to create agents. We have the options to enable outbound calls. If we were to enable outbound calls, place up to 1,000 calls per day per location. Calls are sent at a rate of 10 calls per minute to keep lines stable. Smart scheduling, global reach, da da da. We accept it. And it gets enabled. So we obviously have to verify ourselves. UAE, select. So I will not complete the verification and I will not be wanting to enable the outgoing calls for now. I would start with creating an agent. Now, I have three different options as you see over here. Browse a marketplace, create a custom agent, and a flow based builder. Creating a custom agent is what we would go with. Click on continue. Now over here, I mean, if you want the agent to be agent's role and objective, mine, you are my agent. Your goal is to do this. Handling caller queries, general rules, structured call flow script, call conclusion, all of this. You have the option to select a inbound or an outbound call, a web call or a phone call. Now, this is basically for the test part. We're not bothered about this over here. Welcome message, AI speaks first or the user speaks first, depending on who speaks first. Now, hey, you have reached Agent Growth System. How can I help you today? Now, that's the, and then you can select the voice. There are so many voice options
The
over here.
90s were fun because it was a time full of new trends.
Okay, so this might sound silly, but I just got this weird sparkly feeling in my chest and I think I'm actually falling in love.
Okay. So these are the accents. These are the languages. Oh, it also has Hindi for, but does it have Arabic? It has Arabic as well. All the providers, 11 labs, open AI, and these. Then you have genders, then you have all, and so on. We click on Save Voice. We select the language, the options to deploy. We can select a number from the pool. I can buy a new number. So if it has to be United, let's say India, do I have the option to buy an Indian number? I don't think so. I have refreshed the results. No, we don't. So let's say we select US. That's cost is $1.15. I click on proceed to buy. Now, this is the first step to getting started with setting up voice AI. You now have your own number that would be used to receive or make calls. Now, you have the option to select a custom schedule or all calls. So, whether you want the voice AI to handle all your calls 24 by 7 or on a custom schedule, that is when you only want voice AI to handle the calls after working hours or on weekends and so on when you do not really have your receptionist or your team member working with you. Answer calls directly. AI agents answer every call immediately or use as a backup. So all of this is pretty clear. Coming back to the build part of it, this is done. Actions. Configure actions your agent can perform during the call, after the call, the knowledge base, the call settings. You have every single piece of details that you would want to use to set up your voice agent is right here. I'll talk about the knowledge base a little later. Call settings. We select the time zone, maximum call time, idle time and reminder frequency, then the agent behavior, the response speed, dynamic response based on user input. Enable back channeling. Enables the agent to use affirmations like yeah, during conversations, indicating active listening and engagement. That's interesting. Stay silent on hold phrases. Whether the caller says one of these phrases, the agent waits silently instead of replying. Transcription and speech. That's translation. That's voice settings. So you have all the details and you can go through these slowly, one by one, to make your voice agent sound like you. Once you've done all of this, you just need to click on save. And your agent, my agent 795, you can also rename it from here on the top left. And you can name your agent whatever you want to name it. So let's say I want to name my agent Tia. So you are my agent Tia, a dedicated customer support specialist at Agent Growth System, focused on da da da. So now Tia becomes my agent who has the voice of Jessica. The model that she is using is GPT 4.1. You can also use better ones depending on how much money you want to spend or how important it is for you. But I think 4.1 that says balance works fine. So I'll stay with 4.1. Once we are through with setting this up, we move on to setting up the knowledge base. That is the next thing that we do. Uh, so what we do is we click on create a knowledge base. We write test knowledge base and click on add. Now over here, you can give it all the details that you want to give to your agent to know about your business or yourself. Web crawler, you can give it your website link, www.agentgrowthsystem.com. Train this page with the exact URL. Then there are options like you can add FAQs, you can add tables, you can add some rich text, and you can add some files, SOPs, process documents on all of the details about yourself so that AI agent knows more about your business than you do. Now that's how you set up the knowledge base, and that's the knowledge base that your AI agent would be using. Basically, you would have to select the one that you want to use, how to use. So Tia, let me go back to Tia, select the knowledge base, existing knowledge base. Now I click on save. Now Tia uses the knowledge base that I created. That's how you make Tia use the knowledge base. That is all about voice AI. I would next move to conversation AI. Now, conversation AI is similar to voice AI, but this is the text, the chats. Now, this also uses the same knowledge base as voice AI, but they are more conversational. So, a live chat, a chat, a messaging option on Instagram, a messaging option on WhatsApp. So, all of these are conversation AI agents, and you can create them exactly the same way we created the voice AI agent. So, the objectives could be appointment booking, marketplace, general Q&A, and so on. You click on continue, you will be asked similar questions. The platforms: SMS, Instagram, Facebook, chat widget, live chat, and WhatsApp. You want it to be suggestive or autopilot. You can train the bot from here by clicking on bot training. Once again, very similar to how we set up the voice AI agent. Add the knowledge base trigger, the bot goals, what the bot's goal is. You want the bot to book an appointment, schedule a call, whatever you want it to do, it will do that. And then once you have done this, you can obviously be testing your bot by clicking over here. So that's, I'm just walking you through really fast. And if you have any specific question about any specific section, feel free to reach out to me. I'll guide you to through the right section and the right part in my courses that I have, or a free YouTube video if I already have something about that. Now that's conversations AI. Moving on to reviews AI or reputation management, I go to sites, and I think it should be somewhere over here. It's not here. It has a separate tab. So reputation management. What this does is you can connect your Google, your Facebook review sources, and you can create an AI agent personality. Now that AI agent is going to respond to number one, it is going to send review requests whenever a service is done. You create a workflow and tell it that okay, the service is done. The AI agent will automatically send a review request, and once the reviews are is done, you would automatically the AI agent would reply to the review, be it a positive review or a negative review. Then we have content AI. Now, content AI helps us to create content, uh, blogs, emails, all of it. So the website content, everything is being taken care of by the content AI. Similarly, we have a workflow AI. What is that? If you know of Gohighlevel and if you know of N at N, if you know of Make.com, You build workflows, right? Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and step 5. That's exactly what workflows here is. And this also has AI in it. So you can just give it a task, build using AI. You can just tell it what workflow do you want, and it will build that workflow. The only difference between make.com and N8N and GHL workflows is that it does not really, it does talk to external parts, but it does not talk to the external parts as extensively as N8N or make.com. But it does at certain points. So it does interact with Facebook ad leads, it does interact with WhatsApp messages, and a few other things. But it will build the entire end-to-end workflow for you right from here. So that is workflow AI. I am again not taking you through in much of details. If you want me to get into very specific details of any of the sections, I can do then in the next live session. That is the topic that I can talk about. Just leave what you want me to talk about in the next session, and I will make sure that I take care of that. You also have funnels and websites AI, so you can build a funnel or a website using AI. Same steps, you just tell it what you want, and it builds the thing for you. About the pricing and the credits. Now, this is a critical part which you should be aware of. Let us jump to the pricing and credit section. Here we are. So there is a growth plan that comes at $50 per month, capped for conversation AI and voice AI allotment. You have an unlimited option for $97 per month per location that has unlimited conversation, voice reviews, and content AI. You also have an option for pay per use. I normally use pay per use because I don't really have so many visitors or so many conversations happening, so I prefer pay per use. But the trap here is that workflow AI and funnel AI are built separately. On unlimited, phone and telephony charges for voice AI still bill separately. So take care of those problems or concerns. Now, we're towards the end. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If not, the a few questions are that I always listen to are: do I need unlimited to start, or can I test on pay per use? So I already answered that a while back. I use pay per use because I do not really have to extensively use it. But if you have extensive usages, please go for unlimited, or else the month end invoice is gonna go make you crazy. Which module should a solo operator turn on first? Well, conversation AI. It touches the most channels for the least setup. Next question is, can one conversation AI bot cover SMS, IG, WhatsApp, and web chat at once? Well, yes, for the setup you just built. Does voice AI sound robotic? Play back the test call if you recorded one. And so on. So should you have, I'm mostly done with the session. Should you have any specific questions, feel free to ask me and I'll be happy to help. Even if you're listening to this later, join this. Leave your questions in the comments. If you haven't joined Gohighlevel yet, you'll find the link to joining the same in the descriptions. You'll get 30 days of free trial. Normally, you only get 15 days. So yes, feel free to join in with the 30 days of trial and share your questions. I'll make sure that I answer to each one of